guys, Tom here, and today I am bringing you my WWE Clash of Champions 2016 predictions. So we only had a pay-per-view 2 weeks ago, and we've already got another one. So Clash of Champions this Sunday. If you guys can comment your predictions down below, I'll make sure to read every single comment. Also remember to smash that like button as well. If we can go for 300 likes on today's video, that'll be pretty epic. Anyway, let's get into all my predictions for this year's Clash of Champions. So the first match I'm going to predict is Alicia Fox versus Nia Jax. This is probably the easiest match I've got to predict today, and I'm going to go with Nia Jax. Alicia Fox, she's barely been on TV recently, so why the hell would she get the win here? I mean, Nia Jax is undefeated since coming to Monday Night Raw, so she is going to beat Alicia Fox in this match. This should be a demolition derby. It should be pretty interesting to watch, but for sure, Nia Jax is going to continue her dominance and beat Alicia Fox. So the next match I'm going to predict is Cesaro versus Sheamus. I am really looking forward to this match because so far we've seen 6 matches between Cesaro and Sheamus, and they've been awesome. They've been really good. Somehow they've all felt different. They felt very entertaining, and I'm really looking forward to the final match between Cesaro and Sheamus. I'm actually genuinely going to miss this Best of 7 series because surprisingly I've really enjoyed it, and I'm going to go with Cesaro to pick up the win over Sheamus because the winner gets a Universal Championship match, and Kevin Owens is a heel and Cesaro's a babyface, so it makes sense for Cesaro to pick up the win over Sheamus in this match. Sheamus is a former world champion. Cesaro, he always feels like he's one big win away from being a world champion. So here, Cesaro should pick up the win over Sheamus, and hopefully, finally, he can go on to bigger and better things. Cesaro will look absolutely awesome with a win over Sheamus here, and hopefully, he can finally become world champion. But yeah, I definitely want to see Cesaro win this match. He needs this win so much. They could do so much with Cesaro. Surely he can't lose here. My pick is definitely Cesaro. So the next match I'm going to predict is Sami Zayn versus Chris Jericho. How awesome is this match going to be? We've got so many epic matches on this card, and this is just another one. Who is going to win? Is it going to be Chris Jericho? Is it going to be Sami Zayn? It's definitely got to be Sami Zayn because Sami Zayn, he only managed to get on the kickoff show at SummerSlam, so he needs to bounce back from that. He needs a big win over Chris Jericho because Zayn, he's barely done anything since he faced Kevin Owens at Battleground. He's definitely needs this big win against Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho, he always comes back. He always puts talent over. He should put over Sami Zayn, who is one of the most promising talents on the roster. And also, I don't think Chris Jericho would look that bad in defeat because his gimmick is he's grumpy, he moans all the time. So even if Chris Jericho loses, he can turn that into something very funny. And I definitely feel like Sami Zayn needs a big win at Clash of Champions, and he can go on to do some very good stuff with a win over Chris Jericho. We've also got a rematch from SummerSlam. Hopefully this one is better than the one at SummerSlam. The New Day versus Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson for the WWE Tag Team Championships. This is the first title match I'm going to predict, and I'm going to predict a title change. I think the club, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, are finally going to win the WWE Tag Team titles. They should have won it at SummerSlam. For some reason they didn't, so they definitely have to win it at Clash of Champions. There must be a reason they're doing this match again, and that reason is that Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson are going to win the Tag Team titles. If you ask me, I think the New Day have got a little bit boring. They've got a bit repetitive. They haven't actually entertained me since the draft. I just haven't really been feeling the New Day that much recently. I think the tag team division needs shaking up a little bit. It definitely needs new champions. Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson, The WWE paid a lot of money for these guys. They should finally pull the trigger on them and let them become the new tag team champions at this year's Clash of Champions. So we've got the first ever singles match for the Cruiserweight Championship. TJ Perkins versus the Brian Kendrick. If this match is as good as the Fatal 4-Way match on Raw, then this one is going to be amazing. It is going to be amazing. TJ Perkins, the first ever Cruiserweight champion, apparently. They're just ignoring any previous Cruiserweight champions against Brian Kendrick. Who is going to win this match? TJ Perkins is going to win this match. How stupid would it be if TJ Perkins, who has never been on Monday Night Raw yet, he's never been to the main roster, turns up in his first ever match and loses the belt he only won on Wednesday? That is ridiculous. TJ Perkins hasn't even started establishing his character yet. He's not even started. We haven't even seen him yet. If you didn't watch the Cruiserweight Classic, which a majority of the audience didn't, they don't even know who TJ Perkins is. So he cannot lose his first ever match, especially because he is the champion. That makes no sense. And why would they crown a new champion after only crowning one a few days ago? That makes absolutely no sense. TJ Perkins has got to win this match or I will just lose my mind. Right, so the next match we're going to predict is Charlotte versus Sasha Banks versus Bayley. This one is going to be a great match, but I just have no idea who is going to win. I've gone for Charlotte. I've gone for the easy option. I think the title is going to be retained by Charlotte, but it could potentially go either way. I mean, I don't really feel like Bayley is going to win the belt considering she only debuted a few weeks ago, but I can definitely see them putting the belt back on Sasha Banks. This one's pretty difficult. I mean, it could go either way. I think Bayley's out of the equation, but I can definitely see Sasha Banks winning the title as well. Which way is it going to go? Usually when matches like this happen, Charlotte always finds a way to win, so maybe that's going to happen. I think I'm going to go for Charlotte. I think that's what's going to happen. This one's really difficult, but considering at Backlash we got 3 new champions, we got a new Cruiserweight champion last week, we're going to get new tag team champions on this pay-per-view. I don't see us getting a new women's champion as well. That's way too many champions in such a short amount of time. So for me, Charlotte is going to retain the title. Will this mean we get Banks against Bayley? Something like that afterwards, maybe Sasha and Bayley get in each other's way and Charlotte gets the win, something like that. Pretty difficult match to predict, but I think Charlotte, she always finds a way to win, and I think that's what's going to happen at Clash of Champions. The WWE United States Championship is up next. Rusev versus Roman Reigns. Who is going to win this match? This is the match we should have got at SummerSlam, but for some reason, we didn't get this match at SummerSlam. So this feud is it took a pause, and now this week it came back again. So we've got Rusev against Roman Reigns again. Who is going to win this match? I'm actually going to go for Rusev because they haven't really put a lot of effort in building this matchup again. I mean, it felt really hot. It felt really good at SummerSlam. Rusev went away for a few weeks. Now he's come back, and now they're trying to do this feud again. Doesn't really feel as good as it did before. They haven't really put a lot of effort in building Roman Reigns up to take the title. Rusev and Reigns haven't shared much TV time recently either. This kind of feels like a bit of a way to just get the United States Championship on the pay-per-view, because at the end of the day, every title needs to be defended at the pay-per-view. So I think they're just kind of like dragging this feud out to get the belt defended on the pay-per-view. But is Roman winning the title? I don't think so. I think Rusev is going to carry on his dominance and he's going to beat Roman Reigns at Clash of Champions. Rusev has been gone for a while. He returned on this week's Monday Night Raw to get a match against Seth Rollins. I think Rusev needs a big win. He is the United States Champion after all, so Rusev could do with a big win at Clash of Champions. He's back now. He's facing Roman at Clash of Champions, and give Rusev a big win. I don't really see them putting the belt on Roman Reigns at this current time. It kind of just feels like a bit of a glorified way of getting the US belt on the pay-per-view. So Rusev to still walk out as champion. And the last and final match, the main event, Kevin Owens versus Seth Rollins. How good is this match going to be? And it's for the Universal Championship. Holy shit. How good is this match going to be? I'm really looking forward to this one. I'm also looking forward to Zayn against Jericho, Cesaro against Sheamus, Perkins against Kendrick, the women's triple threat match, Rusev against Reigns, all these epic matches, but this match is going to be the best match at Clash of Champions. But who is going to win? The Kevin Owens Show is going to win this match. I think it's safe to say, I think we might possibly see Triple H before the end of the night. But just ignoring Triple H, Kevin Owens, he only won the title a couple of weeks ago. They finally pulled the trigger on Kevin Owens. He finally picked up a world championship. So is he really going to lose it after only winning it a couple of weeks ago? I don't think so. We only recently saw Seth Rollins as world champion. It was good, but it's the new era. Kevin Owens signifies the new era in the WWE. Triple H helped Kevin Owens win that belt, so surely Triple H is going to help Kevin Owens retain that belt against Seth Rollins. So for me, Kevin Owens is walking out as Universal Champion. What do you guys think? Do you want to see Seth Rollins as Universal Champion? Do you still want to see Kevin Owens as Universal Champion? If Cesaro's getting a title match, if he wins that Best of 7 series, then it makes sense that he faces the heel Kevin Owens rather than the babyface Seth Rollins. And I still feel like Seth Rollins is still establishing himself as a good guy. It's not fully flourished yet. I don't feel like he doesn't really feel like a top good guy yet. I'm not sure. I think he needs to work on it a little bit. But for me, Kevin Owens is doing a good job as champion. There's no reason to change it. He only just won it. And I think Triple H will help Kevin Owens to retain his Universal Championship. But that match should be fucking awesome. I think it will be one of the best matches of the year. I'm going to say that right now before I've even seen the match. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully you did in fact enjoy my predictions. Remember to smash the likes, subscribe for daily WWE videos and predictions for every single pay-per-view. Follow me on Twitter as well for live tweeting throughout Clash of Champions. Comment your predictions down below, smash the likes, take care, spike your hair.